Hello everyone, Balapoorni here, welcome to Mayhem challenge. I have a huge challenge for you guys. This challenge is absolutely insane. Let me show it to you. Do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see 34 steps? This is the longest challenge ever submitted to me. It's also one of the best challenges ever submitted to me. It's absolutely insane. First of all, it's very difficult. It's also insanely difficult and impossible, so that's why I changed a few things. Like it said in the challenge itself, it said if you want to change a step, change a step. And I did that because if I didn't, it would be, I think, impossible in some cases, but it's okay. Now, Balapoorni, was it, how can I pronounce this? Balapoorni Ramalingam, that's your name, sorry for butchering your name, and I usually practice saying these names before I say them, but for this one I didn't practice, whoops, sorry, but Balapoorni, yeah, you, Mr. or Mrs. Bala, I'm gonna call you Bala because I cannot pronounce your name, apologies, but this guy or girl has submitted recently about let's say about 20 challenges, and every single one of these challenges is absolutely awesome. It is well written. There's rules at the beginning. He says hi bad infos at the start. He says you can change a step. Everything is numbered correctly. There's rules, there's steps, everything is separate. If he writes something, there's more information, so don't get confused about exactly what to do. And every one of these is absolutely cool, so I guarantee in the future I will do another challenge from this dude. Usually what I do is I do a challenge from a person and then I don't do a challenge from the same person because I want to give other people a chance too. The difference with Bala is that, man, they're so amazing that I have to do some more. They're well crafted. This was one of the most fun challenges I have ever done, actually. Yeah, I have done 60 challenges so far, and this is one of the best ones. And I had at least 20 tries on it, and the challenge itself is like 36 minutes or something. And I had to shorten it a bit because for your viewing pleasure I sped some things up, so you don't get bored. And this step sucks. This step itself sucks because they constantly shoot at you, and that's never pleasant for anybody. They constantly shoot at you when you pass through, and this is where I died a few times actually on this step. Because once they get angry, they constantly shoot at you, and you have no chance but to not die, I guess. There's a big chance you would die here. And also here I fell a few times in the water. There's an invisible bump which you bump and you fly across the river. You fall in the river, of course you don't die in the river, but once in one of my failed attempts my car fell on me. I tried to jump out, I jump out and it fell on me. So one of the first changes here is that in the rules it says pick up body armor in the second step. Afterwards you cannot pick up armor or health. So I changed this step specifically and moved it 2 steps afterwards. Until the 4th step I can pick up armor, and after that I did not pick up any armor and any health. The reason is because I would lose pretty much all my health later on in a later step, so it's a good thing to do it at the 4th step. I changed this to make it more reasonable for me, not to make it annoying, because if I did do that I would have had no health, I would have not been able to complete it, the challenge. So some people may not like this challenge because it doesn't involve the cops that often at the start, but later on it does. Lots of people enjoy the cops the most, and I do too. For me, the cops are the most important thing and the most interesting thing in these challenges. However, this challenge does not have that. I mean, it has, of course, cops, but the first part of the challenge does not involve them in any way. So some people may say this is boring. I disagree. This is a varied Mayhem challenge. It's so huge that it can go... it can do lots of things, you know. It's varied, there's lots of differences. Also this dude gave me so much trouble. 1 copper! Gave me so much trouble. If I killed him, I would have gotten 2 stars. If I got in a car, he would have taken me out. So what I had to do is sit here and watch him and laugh at him. Haha, look at you. Haha, you stand like a girl. Ow! Hey, oh, stop shooting! Yeah, he started shooting me, so I said, oh, screw you, I'm going away. Yeah, let's go here, let's take a car. He is behind the fence still. That's why I went there to put him behind the fence. And I am off. If I have 1 star, it's okay. If I had 2 stars, I would have had to get a star, a bribe, which I don't want. And so this is pretty much the beginning. I have to do 2 missions and I have to get cops afterwards. The cop steps are the best ones. They're insanely difficult. That's why I love this challenge. I usually like the hard challenges the most. Okay, this is it. This is my last taking of armor. This is the 4th or 3rd step. Complete the next mission is the 4th step. Okay, so after the 4th step I cannot pick up any armor, and in the rules it says that I cannot pick up armor after the 2nd step. I changed this. And I changed a few things in the future too, which I'm gonna talk about as I see them, because if I didn't, this challenge would be impossible. And of course, like every single other challenge is kinda broken. I mean, how can it not be, because it has 34 steps? At least 1 step is bound to be kinda broken, right? So it's normal, dude, I don't fault you, every single challenge is broken, pretty much. Almost every single time I have to do some changes, which is completely fine, I'm okay with that. Alright, let's go. And the 2nd mission is complete. Okay. I can kill you guys, but I don't want to, because I'm not allowed actually. I cannot kill anybody else after that. Okay, let's move it. Let's get out of here and read the page message. Aunt Paulette, no, not Aunt Paulette, Aunt Emit, or Enid. Don't get into any trouble, Victor. My name is Vic. We're counting on you. Lance says hi. Oh, stupid Lancey boy. Lancey Poo never learns to leave me alone, not get me into trouble. He always does. He's Lance Trouble Vance. That's his middle name, Trouble.
This state is full of morons.
What am I searching for? I think I'm searching for something. So what's the next step? Right, drive to Cafe Rubina, okay. This is Cafe Rubina, and bam, complete. Okay, I have to get the BMX, and I have to drive to the other island. This is a nice step, because it's doesn't involve cops, it's an easy step. And a pretty good one, because I am allowed to go to the other island. I'm allowed to use exploits. And that's great. So take my bicycle and go to the other island. Let's move it. The step itself is, I would say it's boring, but it helps me achieve something which later on is not boring. So The step itself is creative, it's good. I have seen it in other challenges of course, but it's a mandatory step because if I want to go to the other island, I have to do this. So, this is the method of going to the other islands. Sometimes, very rarely, this happens. I have no idea how it happens, but it happens. The game is glitch. The game is stupid sometimes. So, it just puts me out. Yeah, that happens sometimes. And I have to repeat this step, unfortunately. I'm doing that little climbing because it refreshes my breath and I'm not drowning. Because you can drown if you stay too much in the water, but this way I don't drown, which is great. So I have to do this whole thing again. I'm gonna repeat this. This was not my fault. I'm not replaying the whole challenge because of this. This is the game's fault. The game is glitchy. The game is stupid. That's why I will repeat this step. And that's why this challenge became a little bit longer than I expected. With about let's say 3 minutes. It got longer. But I hope you don't mind. I don't really mind, it was not my fault, so I'm not that angry. Also, this happened here. If I landed on the roof, that would have been so cool, but it didn't. And it's also getting dark. Oh, I hate about... I hate 9 o'clock? Or was it 7 o'clock? Yeah, 7 o'clock is very dark, I hate 7 o'clock. It's way too dark. Get in the bike. Alright, here we go again, the same exact thing. This time I'll do it, guys, don't worry, won't fall off. The game did not disappoint me this time. Oh yes, and actually I'm gonna upload a failed attempts video with fails. Sometimes I don't, because I don't have many fails, but here I have so many fails, like a lot of fails, and you're gonna see them all. Oh, probably not all, because I don't want to show you the boring ones. I'll show the interesting ones, the ones which made me laugh. Because this challenge did make me laugh, even though I failed many times. The ways I failed were pretty funny. So guys, tell me, what is the difference between this attempt, going to the other islands with the bicycle, and the previous attempt? What is the difference? There's absolutely nothing different I did. And the first time, it pushed me in the water. Yeah. Again, it's not my fault, I promise you. I didn't do it. Okay, let's go. Let's take... As you can see, guys, this is the relaxation part of the challenge. No cops, I'm just driving around. Not caring about anybody. But the second part of the challenge is insane. You may say this is the worst challenge ever. And the first part may be considered like that if this was only like 15 steps. But now I have 34 steps. And some are insane. So let's take this. And as you can see at the start of the game you can get a helicopter. And this was the way, if you didn't notice. I also have a separate video on this, a tutorial on how to do it, but you saw it here already, so you don't have to watch it. Of course, if you can go watch it, I want you to watch it, obviously I want you to watch every single video I do, but many people won't, and that's completely fine, because I have 1,700 videos or something. I've been making videos since 2011, so I have lots of videos, and many of you would have not watched them all. Some of you have subscribed recently, some of you have subscribed years ago, that's great. 3 headshots, great. Which step is this? Where am I? I got lost. I haven't edited the text yet on the screen, so I cannot look at that. But you guys can. Okay, this is the 15th step, I think. Slice 5 people with the rotor blades. This step is not creative. I have seen it many times, but it's a nice step. I love this step. And I hate it when I look at something and he disappears. Yeah, so annoying. I look at somebody, I turn my camera a little bit to the left or right, and he disappears. The person disappears. That's stupid. I hate it when that happens, and it does happen with this step quite a bit, at the start at least. But it's okay. And bam, okay, that's 5, no, that's 4 I think. I'm not counting, so I don't know. Doesn't matter, I am complete, right? I should be. And I have to fly to the other island. Come on guys, spawn me some more. Oh, there we go, Kent Rosenberg from San Andreas. Not Kent, Ken Rosenberg. Look, I'm gonna get comments on that. Yeah, I often mistake his name. I say Kent Rosenberg or Ken Paul. It's the opposite. I know, but people always correct me. Apologies. Like for instance, when I said Balapoorni Ramalingam, that's a hard name to say. I'm guaranteed to butcher the name. I'm guaranteed to say something which is not correct. So sorry, Bala, for pronouncing your name differently than you would pronounce it. And actually I want to thank you for all the awesome challenges. You are absolutely crazy. You spent so much time on these challenges. You spend a lot of time making up these, because every single one is at least 20 steps. And writing a coherent and proper challenge like that is very difficult. You spend time on it, you spend a lot of time. There's some people who say, get 3 stars, go to the first island, get 4 stars, get to the other island, remove your stars, get your stars back, and die. Some challenges are like that. Do you see the difference between that challenge like that, and this challenge? There's a huge difference. That's a difference of maybe a half an hour. Because you would spend a half an hour thinking of this challenge, but for that challenge you would, as you can see, I spent 10 seconds thinking of it. First of all, that challenge would not be interesting to watch, not be interesting to do, and to be a waste of time for anybody. So when you write challenges, make sure you write them properly. Spend some time on the challenge. You can try it yourselves if you want to. Give it a try. See if it's bad, see if it's good. I encourage you to do this. For all the challenges. Spend some time. I can usually see when a person has spent time on his challenge. And I want to reward that person. Because he spent his free time on me. On me! That's crazy! Okay, here we go guys, this is the other part of the challenge which gets difficult. This is the best part of the challenge. Okay, 2 stars. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, 2 stars, here we go. I have to get 4 stars afterwards. As you can see, the first part was Relaxy Taxi. I had to get a bike a few times, but now I have to kill people. I have to kill people. Alright, let's go. And I have the best gun in the game to do it with. Oh yeah. So we have to kill whoever we want, and we have to get 4 stars. That is very easy to do and very awesome to do, because hello coppers, I can destroy coppers. Awesome, 3 stars, I want 1 more star. The best way to do it is to shoot coppers. It wasn't changing my camera for some reason. Yeah, the camera wasn't changing. Broken game is broken sometimes, it's okay. Destroy. I didn't wanna... Look at that, in the air. I didn't wanna waste ammo for the car, so I didn't shoot it. I'm still trying to change my camera, it doesn't change. Bam! 4 stars, yes, 4 stars, go, go, go. This step. Is it the best one? I'm not sure. Okay, so for this step I have to drive, have to take the caddy and drive to the police station. Also in the previous steps, yeah, the previous steps I changed a few things, I forgot to mention that. For the previous steps it said go... let's see, how is it? Get the BMX and then collect the submachine gun. I changed the submachine gun before that and before going to Prawn Island because I couldn't go with the caddy to the SMG because it's in a different island. I cannot pass the bridge, so that step was impossible. I had to do this and then take the caddy. It's a bit different, a little change. And also this step I didn't actually try to go with the caddy to the police station. I mean, I tried, but I didn't put it too hard. If my caddy disappeared, if it got destroyed, I did not restart the challenge because I don't think it's possible to drive all the way with the caddy to the police station because it's a very fragile vehicle. I mean, I guess it's possible, but it would be very difficult and it would take me forever to retry this challenge just for this step, so I didn't make sure to keep it at the end. I tried my best, but oh, too many blockades. Yeah, like I said, if it got destroyed, I was okay with it. My tire got popped, I think. Did it? I see some sparks. I was forced to go here, and yeah, so my tires popped, and that dude, he just flew in the air. What the hell? Did you see the cheetah? Ah, there we go, it's still here. I thought it fell in the water. But that cheetah flew so far away. But yeah, this was the longest I survived with the caddy. The caddy, for all the other steps, for all the other attempts, it died pretty quickly, but now it survived for quite a bit. And I'm impressed. I'm super impressed with this caddy. Good job, caddy boy. Oh, there we go. So from here I decided to go to the police station on foot. No cars are allowed. The step says drive to the police station. Before that it says get a caddy, so you would assume that you have to get a caddy to the police station. But it's not specified, so I'm allowed to change it. And also I'm allowed to change any step like it said, so I'm changing this step. I changed the previous step, I'm changing this step too. So this is the same step as before. I have to go to this police station and get the police helicopter. So 2 changes so far, right? The 2 changes. Let me tell you more about the previous steps. So the steps in the submission says fly to Prawn Island, get the BMX, collect the SMG, and then get 2 stars. I changed it like this. I have to collect the SMG, get the BMX, and then get the stars, because I cannot drive with the BMX to the other island because it's locked. Or I guess I would have had to go to Starfish Island and then do it like that, which would have taken me way too much time, and it was not important. Oh yes, I had to get with the caddy to the other island too. Was that a step? I don't know, but I did some changes. The impossible stuff I changed. There's a future step 2 which I changed. Oh yes, this is one of the best steps too. I have to do 2 stunts, and this was the hardest one actually because of stuff like that, because my Sanchez could get destroyed at any moment, and if it pops its tire, it's pretty much done. The back tire. If it pops the front tire, I would be okay, it's still possible, but the back tire, oh my goodness. That would make the challenge insanely difficult and actually impossible. And very often they do pop my tires. This is pretty much mandatory in police chases. Also, it's pretty mandatory to get blockades, and I did get a few blockades. The blockades are the most difficult things to deal with because they shoot you and pop your tires. There we go. They popped it. And it's made the mission, the challenge, very difficult. Oh, was it the back? Okay, so if you pop the front tire. Yeah, if you pop the front tire, it becomes almost impossible, but the back tire is not that bad. It is still pretty bad, because I have to do wheelies, and wheelies are done with the back tire. So this was the perfect place for this step. I have to do one extra stunt, and I have to do wheelies. I have to also take a bribe. All of these things are here. This is very easy with this bike, even with a pop tire. So this is the second stunt. Here we go. Let's take it. Even with a pop tire, it is still possible. And in my walkthrough, I think I did it with PCJ. And there we go. Now the problem with this challenge itself is that I have to keep the bike alive. And it's already smoking. I also have to do wheelies. And I have to do a 10-second wheelie, which is not possible in this place. So what I did here, what the change was, I did a few different wheelies with different lengths and then combined the times. So for instance, the first wheelie was 4 seconds, the second one was also 4 seconds, and the third one I think was 3 seconds. As you can see, 4 seconds. And I'll round them up at the end. We have 4 seconds. We're gonna get 4 seconds more in this one. And guys, trust me, this is very difficult. With a pop tire, doing wheelies is insane. So, 4 more seconds, that's 8 seconds total, and I'll get 3 seconds more, and I'll be done. Go, go, go! And I have to jump off afterwards, which... whoop, whoop, there we go. Okay, so I have to collect with the Sanchez bribes. I did some changes here too. So we have to collect bribes. Collecting bribes is easier than going to pay and spray. In some cases. If pay and spray is close to you, of course it's easier to go to pay and spray. But for most part it's easier to collect bribes. I don't know many bribe locations. I know lots for GTA Vice City, but for Vice City Stories it's a whole different story. So what I did, so first of all I fell here, close to the blockade, and that was scary as hell. If I got on the Sanchez, they would have busted me, so I ran a little bit, they disappeared, I went back, and I got it back. So yeah, what was I saying? I'll collect a few bribes. There's a bribe in here, down here in Vice City, but for Vice City Stories it's not here, so I got confused. So what I did was I collected 2 bribes and then went to pay and spray, because I don't know every single location. Apologies for this change, but there's nothing I can do. I didn't know the location, so I had to pause the game, I had to look at maps for bribes. So I decided to just do it like this. Oh, this got so scary. I am going to the only other one I knew. Other bribe I know. And that's close to the safe house, which I still haven't unlocked. So let's go. There's probably one super close to me, which would have made this so much easier, and going to pay and spray after this is very difficult too, so yes, it is more difficult to go to paint spray, so I'm okay with this change. And I'm pretty sure this is the last change. Yeah, this is the last change, okay. The last change in this challenge. So let's do it. Lots of police officers flying around. And there we go, we have to go to paint spray. Remove my stars, and after that it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, nothing to it. Guys, can you see I survived the whole second part of the challenge with one single Sanchez? That's crazy. With a pop tire, nonetheless. Yeah, with a pop tire, dude. If it had at least tires, it would have been much better, much easier actually, not better, because doing this like that, it was very challenging and very awesome. This is why I love this challenge, because it's unpredictable. So many bad things could happen at any given moment. That's why this is gonna take the crown for one of the best challenges ever submitted. Have you guys noticed that the Vice City stories challenges are all the best ones? Yeah, have you noticed that? Like for instance the 10th, was it the 10th or was it the 20th challenge? Yeah, basically the Vice City stories challenges are some of the best ones. They're the most exciting, the most creative ones. I had to pop my tires here, so I popped my tires. And dude, person who submitted this challenge, Balapoorni, thank you for not making a step which is 5 stars. If somebody suggests for Vice City Stories a step which involves 5 stars, I immediately say no, I'm not gonna do your challenge. Because 5 stars is super OP. The police at 5 stars is insane. So I never do 5-star challenges. For Vice City Stories, for other games, okay, it's completely fine. It's actually welcome, especially for San Andreas. If I get 5 stars, it's completely okay. For Vice City Stories, it's not. So guys, this was it for the challenge. I'm gonna go save, and after that I'm gonna be completely done with this challenge itself. There we go, guys, it is completely done. Thank you, Balapoorni, for the amazing idea. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and thank you all my lovely Patreon supporters, Alex Chavez, Scumbag Yayo, and everyone else on the screen. Thank you for the support, and thank you for all the amazing challenge ideas. Goodbye and have a nice day.